We're so happy to have high school leadership here with us tonight. Peter Mueller is the principal at Assault High School. Liz Penzel is the college counselor at Assault High School, and Jamie Kozak is the assistant principal. And I'm Jennifer Ellsperman. I'm the principal here at Assault Middle School. And I'm really excited to see all of you here to talk about something that seems so impossibly far away, but I promise you, you're going to blink and it's going to be there. I have a junior in high school right now who we just went to the college fair this weekend, and starting to think about those things just seems overwhelming. So the earlier you start, the better. And want to start off the night with a greeting. This is part of our crew structure that we have district-wide. You start off with a greeting, and then a reading, and then we'll have our presentation and end with some closure. So to start off with, if you could turn to somebody that you're sitting by and talk about why you came to this meeting. What are you hoping to learn or find out? Anything that we didn't answer, and we'll make sure to get back to you, and hopefully we'll have so much information tonight that you'll want to come back more and more and more, because it is a lot to digest all at once. Our reading tonight is about achievement. Achievement correlates to college readiness. Studies show achievement levels in 4th grade correlate to 8th grade. So that means however you're doing in 4th grade tells us a little bit about how you'll be doing by 8th grade. And 8th grade correlates to the probability of going to college. So however you're doing in 8th grade shows us a little bit about whether you'll be able to do well in college. Even though it may seem strange to talk about college in 5th grade or 1st grade, you know that what you do now does matter for eventual college and career success. Achievement in school is important now. So then you think about, well, is your student, or am I, if you're the student, successful right now? And if not, that only means that you need to wrap yourself around some support and learning some strategies to get better so that you can improve that achievement to meet these goals for success. So for example, we have the All-Star list at the middle school. If you're finding your student is not on the All-Star list regularly, we do have homework help. We have most students can see their teachers at lunch. We have many, many opportunities for kids to improve. You can email teachers, we have Schoology, we have Infinite Campus, lots of ways to figure out what needs to be done and then make sure that we stay on target. Why would you want to go to college? The benefits and the importance of education, I have a couple of slides. I'm going to have you do some graph reading now. The first one is about earnings. The second one is about life expectancy. The types of learning task has to do with the jobs that are available in today's market. And then achievement is the final one. So what this graph shows on the y-axis is the education level, and you'll notice that high school is at the top and the highest educational degree is at the bottom, so professional degree is the bottom. And then on the x-axis we have median earnings, how much money you'll earn. So turn to somebody next to you and notice, can you see the numbers at all? Okay. So talk to somebody next to you about what you see in this graph, about what the education level, how it correlates with the earnings. You'll notice that the earnings with a high school degree, that the median middle number is $24,300 a year, and with a bachelor's degree, it's $55,700 a year. So almost $25,000 to $30,000 difference in earnings. You think about the choices that gives you in your life if you decide to commit to those 4 more years of school. Okay, this one's a little more complicated. This is a scatter plot. On the x-axis, that's how many years you're in school. So, mean years of schooling. So the higher the amount of schooling, see the blue line? The higher the amount of schooling, the longer people tend to live. And that could be a variety of things related to education around health and choices that you make because of that education. But the trend is more education tends to give us a longer life expectancy. Mean years of schooling, not age. So if you go 12 years or 13 years, it seems like that would go longer. But in the end, you can see what the trend is. And then this one is about the kind of jobs available in today's market. So before, you might not need a college degree to be able to find a career that would provide you some success. Now, the types of jobs, you'll notice in 1960, were mostly routine, manual types of jobs. It was an even number, 50th percentile for all different types of jobs. The choices are non-routine, analytical, that's the blue line. You'll see what happens to that. So, a real increase in jobs that require a lot of thinking and critical thinking, and not a lot of structure and routine. Problem solving. The other one that's grown quite a bit is non-routine interpersonal, which means interacting with other people, communication skills, collaboration skills, being able to work together. That has increased quite a bit. And then the ones that have gone down are manual and routine types of jobs. So we do need to be able to prepare kids for the new kinds of jobs that are out there. So at the middle school, what kinds of things can you be doing as parents to encourage your kids, or as kids, what can you be doing to get yourself ready? The first thing is just get involved in a lot of different activities. If you are in a sport, if you are in like a robotics, if you play chess in Mr. Bradley's room at lunch, if you come to the makerspace and build and create and experiment, those kinds of things prepare you for the type of thinking that you'll need to be doing to get ready for college. Opportunities for risk, trying new things. So a lot of my community update letters have been about that, risk, and growth mindset language. We have a book study that we're getting ready to start. There's one that the high school is doing with the public library called How to Raise an Adult. And we also have copies of that book here at school. And then there's another one we'll be doing a little bit later called The Gift of Failure. And those books are all about the kinds of things that you say to your student. Instead of saying, you're smart, or, you did a bad job on that, you're saying things like, well, what did you do that worked for you this time? Or what do you think you could have done differently so that you could have performed a little bit better? So your language that you're using with the kids and the language that they're talking to themselves with and that we all talk to ourselves with, I can't do this, I'm not good at math. Classic fixed mindset statement. Well, you might not be able to do it yet, so all of that language helps prepare you. That's one of the things that they found a lot about on the latest research is perseverance. Grit are things that really bring success in college. And then academics set you up for success in high school. We talked about that. Your grades do matter. From the time you start getting grades, they matter. And I even heard at the college fair that some people don't even look at your grades in your senior year because they care more about what you did as a freshman. They want to see, did you already have that work ethic set up, those habits of a scholar set up when you walked in our door. So it doesn't mean that you can't change and make it better, but some of those schools really do look for somebody who's had it established early on. Study habits, time management, homework completion, self-advocacy and questioning. Who are you going to for help when you don't get it? Who are you going to for help when you are starting to feel like you're stressed and behind and you don't even know what to do? The teachers definitely want to help. They will bend over backwards to make sure you have what you need. I know that. So with that, I'm passing it on to our friends from the high school.